Welcome to Conscious Millionaire Podcast, show number 952. Today, I've got a featured duo, Steve and Jesse.
This is Jesse Martin.
And Steve Heroux. And on today's show, we'll reveal how you can build a referral relationship coaching business to help you make your first million.
Hello, this is your coach, JV Crumb III, and welcome to you from wherever you're listening. This is the show for you, the coach or consultant who wants to attract more clients, make more money, and make a bigger difference with your life and business. I want to thank you for joining me today because we have another great show for you filled with actionable coaching and advice that you can start using today. You're listening to Conscious Millionaire, the syndicated radio show and podcast heard by 12 million listeners in 190 countries. We're proud that Inc. magazine named us as one of the top 13 business shows for you to listen to in 2017. And a quick reminder about the 3-day challenge for coaches and consultants. If you want to make more money, attract more clients, and scale quickly, then as a special bonus for being a listener to Conscious Millionaire, I personally invite you to join other coaches and consultants along with me for the online 3-day challenge. Now, I'm holding a free spot open for you right now. However, this is a limited time offer, so I want you to act right now. Go to consciousmillionaire.com/3-day challenge. Again, to sign up for your free 3-day challenge, go to consciousmillionaire.com/3-day challenge to sign up now. And a big shout out to our listeners and friends in San Diego, California, and Macon, Georgia. Now, you're going to want to stay tuned and probably take some notes because I've got 2 guests today, 2 for the price of 1, and they are experts in relation-based sales coaching. And yes, we're going to be discussing how you can grow a referral relation-based coaching business that'll help you reach your first million. And a reminder that later in the show, our guests will be revealing their 3 golden nuggets to grow your coaching and consulting business, and they have an amazing business building gift for you. Now, help me welcome our guest. They're the co-founders of Next Level Sales Coaching, where they teach that it's possible to achieve great success in sales by being honest, acting with integrity, and always staying humble. My guests today are Steve Heroux and Jesse Martin. Steve, Jesse, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again, JV. Appreciate it.
Well, you know, you and I met when I was in San Diego. I went over to an expo that you all were actually an exhibitor, and you were kind of like the prize because you were the only people I met there that I really resonated with. And we had a long conversation. I said, guys, I want to have you on the show. I love what you're doing. I love your values. They're very conscious millionaire. And I love that you're talking about sales and relation-based selling, not just how do you go out there, try to find as many leads, but not really have a relationship with them and not really leverage. One of your highest leverage points is actually the relationships that you already have and getting referrals from them. So just quickly, how would you both describe yourself in terms of your own personal lives? What is it that you're about here in San Diego?
So again, my name is Jesse Martin, but I've really been an entrepreneur my whole life. I have started out in blue collar work and in real estate and flipping houses. And while I loved doing that, you know, after becoming a realtor and realizing my passion was not, you know, the white collar type of work, I really wanted to work directly with people. You know, I've had a passion for psychology and working with people directly. And after doing that for fun in life coaching, I had to get educated because there's a lot of problems that people need solved. And, you know, spent years becoming an NLP trainer, master practitioner, and hypnotherapist, and all these modalities. And after helping people through their challenges, my light bulb moment was I realized I could make a real career out of this. And so even as a kid, I've had a passion for helping people. And that's when me and Steve connected.
And Steve?
So I'm just a regular guy, and you know, my life's purpose now is to impact as many people as I can and show them that you can be honest and be super successful coach at the same time. I was the last person you'd ever think would be good at sales, let alone being a professional coach. And I did not say a word from about third grade to college. No dates, no proms, no parties. And it was funny, what helped me break out of my shell was actually my first job, which was selling Cutco knives, which many of you know. And I could talk all day about how that changed my life, but it taught me the basics of interacting with people, being a real person, getting out of my comfort zone, and realizing that I could be successful.
So what I love about what you just shared, because I talk about the fact that I'm probably a 60-40 extrovert introvert, and on the show, and if you meet me at events or I'm coaching you, you get the extrovert side, and then there's that introvert side where I want to be all alone. I actually just went to an event and I didn't talk to anybody at the event because I just, wanted to observe, but I didn't really want to have conversations. So I appreciate you sharing that, because you're a coach or consultant and you love coaching and consulting, but inside you're kind of shy. You really don't like to get out there and talk to people. We're going to be talking about how you can actually build a massively great business. You get the wealth that you want by being honest and getting referrals and building a relation-based business. You don't have to do all the marketing stuff that other people are doing if that doesn't work for you. So let's start with, what do you mean by referrals? Because a lot of people say that, but they have no idea how to get a referral, or they just go, hey, do you know somebody? And of course, it isn't in fact effective. So let's start with, how do you do effective referral requests? Because I think that's something a lot of people need some help with.
Sure. And the first thing when it comes to getting referrals and introductions, it's actually counterintuitive, which is why most people don't get them. Referrals start with you doing something for your clients, prospects, friends first. So great referral business comes from you making introductions to other people and you helping them fill a need or find a person that can help them first. Then, and only then, will it be okay for you to follow up and ask for referral? The second part of that is you've got to provide world-class service. And more importantly, you've got to be a world-class human being. People will refer somebody to another person, not just based on if it's a great product or service, but do they want that person to meet you? And that's the key that we've really focused on in building our business and why we've been able to grow so quickly, because we just try to live our lives as great people first and foremost. Then we make introductions second, and then the referrals just come to us. And a lot of times it's without us even asking. And so that's the best way.
Yeah, what I love about your answers, it really comes down to being authentic, being real, being a good human being. I love your values. Be honest, have integrity. And guess what? When people meet you and they get that this is who you are, they want to hang out with you. They want to help you. They want you to be in their circle, because that's who I think most of us are looking for as the people we want to hang out with in life. And who are you going to refer to? Well, people you like.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So when you're going, once you've done that favor, but I want to dig down underneath that, because I've gone to some trainings that never felt right to me. They'd go like, okay, here would be an example. Help, ask. But what I saw people in their conversations is what they got was, this is a mechanical thing. And if you help 3 times, then you can ask. But there was no real intention to be that great human being. It was just, okay, almost like you owe me now. And I'm going, I don't think that works at all, because there's just a mismatch between the intention and who you really need to be as a human being, and just thinking it's almost like trying to manipulate or guilt people into helping you because you help them. I don't think that works for referrals.
You're so right. And it all comes down to something you just said, which is intention. What is your intention behind it? If you're doing something for someone to get something, you're not actually doing them a favor. You're doing it because you want something, and that's manipulation. And it comes from a place of neediness, and people smell that. You can tell when someone else is trying to get something from you or do a favor to get a favor back.
Yep.
And we call that JV commission breath. And for those of you guys that don't know what that is, when you know somebody's trying to sell you something, you can literally smell it on their breath. And so it's just something we can tell right away who's really honest and genuine. And obviously we want to make sure we're just giving with no expectation of a return.
Well, I want to go kind of talk about Cutco just for a moment, because I'm going to shout out a friend of mine. I wrote a forward to one of his books, Mike Abramowitz. He's in Tampa. He's one of the high level people in that region. He's been doing this for over 10 years. He's got a lot of people that he, has his own office and everything. And it's all Cutco. And he's learned a lot and grew a lot like you did. What did you learn from Cutco? Because you've really got to go one person to the next person to the next person, get referrals. That's right. What that whole business is built on. What did you learn that works so well there?
I think the most important thing that I learned in starting at 18 years old, a very, very quiet kid, was once I ran out of family, which I'm only child, just my mom and dad, great.
So I'm an only child too. You run out of family pretty quickly.
Yeah. So I said, okay, well, I need more people to order. So I guess I'll have to ask for referrals. It just indirectly happened that way, and was funny throughout my career, and spent 7 years with them. And, my senior year in college, I ended up getting to be the #1 college student in all of Cutco. And I share that story with you all because nobody would have ever said I would have been successful in sales. And you've all heard, boy, that guy was born to be in sales. Well, 0 people said that about me. So I learned that I could really do anything that I put my mind to, but it started with just being a real person. And I didn't know how to sell. So I didn't have those tendencies. I wasn't taught to do the feel, felt, found and get him to say yes 10 times. And I was just a young kid that really liked the product and didn't want to push it on people, and lots of people bought.
So I want to give you a challenge. You're listening today, you're a coach or consultant, you really want to grow your business and you'd like to grow it rapidly. I want to ask you, how can you use that just being a natural person? Because you're hearing Steve. It's not like he's an over-the-top, hypey kind of guy, and he just kind of comes across pretty casually. How can you just use who you are to really be infectious just because you're real? Because I think real is sexy. It's sexy in a charismatic way.
Yes, it definitely is. Being real and authentic just speaks volumes.
So the other part of this is referral and relationship based. So let's talk a bit about how you build relationships.
We hinted on it already. And the biggest thing is giving first. Being genuinely interested in people is huge, and being that world-class human being. If you're coming from a place of, I want to be the best person possible and be the best version of myself, people will want to be around you naturally, as opposed to trying to learn a tactic to get into someone's head or get a sale.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do you think, Steve?
So yeah, Jesse's right on about that. I think that one of the things that we teach people too is how to network effectively. When I moved to San Diego in 2007, I knew nobody. And so one of the first events I went to was actually a Chamber of Commerce event. And I met one of my closest friends in life now, Ryan, and we've been friends for 10 years. And I just think that going to events to be genuine and just to meet people, because people are amazing, that's how you build relationships, not go to events to collect as many business cards as you can get. And people have that so wrong. And so that's what I love teaching people physically, how to network and how to build relationships genuinely, because most people don't know, or they've been trained by somebody who really just doesn't get it.
Well, I want to tag on that, because here I went to an event where hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people were there. Right? And there were all these different people who had their tables like you did. And I went around and I walked the whole circuit and I kind of looked at things and I kind of had short little conversations with a couple of people. But then I came back and I talked to you all, and I'd walked past you once because I was just categorizing, well, who's here? And we had kind of a long chat. I ended up giving you my book. Here you are on my show. And we're building a relationship, but I didn't come back with 100 cards. I actually came back with 2 cards, and they were your 2 cards for your business. And I said, these are people I'd like to know. And that, I think, is an example of how relationships are built out of an event. And I didn't even focus on anybody else because I didn't resonate. And I said, but these 2 guys I resonate with.
And something interesting is that you came up to us. One of the things that we teach is when you become a world-class human being, what do most people say? Opposites attract. That's actually not true. It's the opposite. Like attracts like. So when you are like someone who's great because you're a great person, you're going to attract great people into your life and into your business. And I don't think there's any coincidences that you came around.
No, I don't either. And then it turned out, as we talked about our two companies, we had very, very similar values, visions, things that we wanted to impact the world. We're here with Steve Heroux and Jesse Martin. They are the co-founders of Next Level Sales Coaching, and we've been discussing relation-based sales coaching and how you, as a coach or consultant, can grow a referral relation-based business. Up next, we've got the Conscious Millionaire questions. This is J.V. Crum III with a quick question. Are you a coach or consultant who wants to get more clients and put more money in your pocket? Well, then great, because I've created a fun challenge designed to reveal to you exactly how to reach 6 or 7 figures over the next 12 months. It's the 3-day challenge for coaches and consultants. Now, if you're tired of feeling stuck or frustrated, overwhelmed by not growing fast enough, getting the right high-paying clients, and putting more money in your pocket, then as a listener to my show, I'm holding a free spot open just for you. However, this is a limited time offer, so act now to join other coaches and consultants for the online 3-day challenge. Get the exact steps you need to put more money in your pocket. Go to consciousmillionaire.com/3-day challenge. Again, that's consciousmillionaire.com/3-day challenge. That's consciousmillionaire.com/3-day challenge to sign up now. Welcome back. I'm your coach, J.V. Crum III. I want to thank you for listening to Conscious Millionaire. You know, I don't think there are any accidents in life, and I also don't think you showed up for me or for Jesse or for Steve. I think you showed up for yourself, and there's one reason. You are here because you are ready to take another step forward on your path to making that first million, to becoming a conscious millionaire, and doing it in a conscious way where you're impacting more people's lives, creating the financial freedom that you want, and enjoying the life and the lifestyle that's right for you. And we're here to support you every step of the way. I'm here with the co-founders of Next Level Sales Coaching. It's Jesse Martin and Steve Heroux, and we've been discussing how you can grow a referral-based business that is a thriving business as a coach or consultant. And now it's time for the Conscious Millionaire questions. So, you know, Steve and Jesse, I want you to imagine tomorrow you're going to be leaving Earth. It's time for you to transition and go to Mars or wherever that special galactic place in the rest of the world is that you want to be exploring, but you want to leave the best 3 nuggets you can for coaches and consultants to help them grow their business. What are those 3 nuggets?
It's a great question, JV, and a simple one. The first one I would say is be honest, always at all times. If you make a mistake, admit it and fall on the sword repeatedly. People will always forgive. Number 2, I'd say, is stay humble and practice humility. You know, there's so much now going on in our world of egotistical people, leaders, that really aren't practicing the things that we would want our friends, family, kids to emulate. So stay humble and practice humility. And the third one I'd say is do something for a living that you would do for free. You know, what would you do 24/7, even if you didn't get paid for it? And if that gets you up and out of bed in the morning and excited, then you found your calling.
You know, I love that you said that, because in my book, Conscious Millionaire, in chapter 4, I talk about how to create your true north, your high impact vision. And I always say your real deepest passion that you need to bring in your business is, guess what? It's something that you've done for free to help other people. And almost the joke of everything is that you're now going to get paid to do something you love so much you do it for free anyway. I think if you wouldn't do it for free, it's never the right kind of coaching or consulting. You need to find a different kind of coaching and consulting that you want to do. You know, what is a book that you'd like to recommend for coaches and consultants?
So we definitely each like to mention one. For myself, it would be The One Thing by Gary Keller.
And Jay Papasan, who, by the way, has been on the show 2 times. You can go to consciousmillionaireshow.com, put in Jay Papasan, and you'll bring up the 2 episodes he's been on. And what is the book you want to recommend?
And the other book is called Unlimited Possibilities by Robert Sentez. That's my personal mentor. He teaches you how to unblock your self-sabotage, how to get your mindset right.
Well, mindset is a critical piece in us growing our businesses. And so, in my book, Conscious Millionaire, Grow Your Business by Making a Difference, I focus on what I call the new path to making your first million. And it's all about combining making a big positive impact with your life and then opening yourself to receive the big profits that you'll get in return. So how do the 2 of you always focus your business next level sales coaching to positively impact customers?
The number one thing that we really do is truly believing in them and then seeing their blind spots and being honest with them. Sometimes it's tough love, and then they know what is holding them back. So we give them the real truth. And most importantly, we help them overcome those challenges and empower them to really empower themselves. We don't want them to become dependent on themselves, on us. We want them to be dependent on themselves. So we help them go on to help others and make an impact on the world.
So it's really about empowerment.
That's right.
And if you're listening today, you might be wondering, how can I best reach out and talk to these 2 guys? What's the best way for people to reach you?
Our website is really simple. It's nextlevelsalescoaching.com. Or us personally, I'm Jesse Martin, JESSEMARTIN on LinkedIn, and Steve Heroux on LinkedIn, STEVEHEROUX.
And we'll have all the ways you can reach him and all the social media at consciousmillionaireshow.com. Just click on this episode and it'll take you directly to the show notes. Okay, guys, it's 2 for 1. What is the 48-hour challenge time? In 48 hours, how would you identify and close a high-paying client?
So to be honest with you, JV, and as we've been speaking the whole time, we really don't close anyone. The way that we practice our own business strategies is the same way that we coach our clients. But if I had to give you a few steps, they'd be as follows. The first one I'd say is make sure you've built trust and engaged with your prospect first. Doesn't matter, the product or service. If people don't like you or trust you, they're not going to buy from you. The second one I'd say is always thank them. Whether or not they even bought from you, always thank them. Whether it's something you send them physically or a personal handwritten note, which is really essential, they need to know that you value their time. And number 3, don't ever pressure or chase or stalk them. We teach how to do an amazing job throughout the entire process of selling. So there's really no closing involved. And if you did a great job and showed your value, your clients are going to gladly accept your offer. And what we do is a 2-step process. So we'll do like a 15-minute just kind of discovery call, getting to know the person, they get to know us, and just kind of feel if there's some synergy there and we want to work with one another. And then that leads into the 60-minute strategy call where we talk about, what we do and if it's going to be a fit for them and the type of coaching that we offer. And generally, we have pretty good success with that because, like I said, we don't really go into the call trying to close them. They end up wanting to work with us. And it's funny because they actually start asking us the typical closing or buying questions without having to ask them. Well,
and I use a 2-step session sometimes with people, and I do it exactly like you do. The first one, you've established that they're interested in more or you're not moving forward. So you all know that you're interested in exploring a relationship together, and it makes it very comfortable. All of us as coaches and consultants, we at some point realize that it's by tackling those big problems and challenges rather than running away from them, that looking them straight in the eye and go, hey, I'm going to figure out a way through you because I want to get to use your word, your next level. What's the problem or challenge that you've decided to focus on in your business?
The problem or challenge that we're working on in our business is really scale. I know it's a problem many coaches who are newer in the game, they need to figure out is how to scale. But really finding great coaches with good hearts can be tough. We're building an organization of humble yet driven coaches, and we didn't make sure we're all in alignment.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely critical. Now I want to go back and maybe one or both of you want to answer this question. Let's go back in time and think of a top mentor you've had. And what are you going to be eternally grateful that they taught you?
Sure. So I'll go first. One that's really, really important, not necessarily a personal mentor, is Jim Rohn. Learned so much from him and just study everything that he said. But my personal coach, Pamela Canoyer, has changed my life. And, since I've been working with Pam almost 2 years now, I'm completely different. I'm a much better human being now. I live every day knowing I'm here to help and to impact as many lives as I can, the same way that she's impacted mine. And she's the reason I'm a coach today. And for that, I'll always be eternally grateful.
And Jesse?
Yeah, and I'm also grateful for my personal mentor. I mentioned his book by Robert Sintez. He taught me NLP on such a level that I've never seen anywhere else, and hypnotherapy, the deep, deep, deep mindset stuff that holds millions of people back. It's so profound. And when you learn this, it goes way beyond what is taught of 99% of out there. My life has changed. He's taught me how to truly heal myself on the deepest level and truly connect, so I can be completely immune to all the stresses and negative BS out there. So I know I can achieve anything I really want.
And maybe you both want to chime in on this. What's the legacy you want to leave?
The legacy we really want to leave is leave a legacy that people will remember us for impacting them on a deep level and helping them reach their personal goals and help others. So we want this to spread. We don't want to be known as just the guys who made a bunch of money. We want to help other entrepreneurs and other people in sales and coaches really help others. Entrepreneurs are going to change the world by solving problems, by impacting others around them. So that's who we want to help.
And what's a cause or nonprofit you want to shout out to?
So would love to. My friend Jabez Lebret, he's about to open SISU Academy, SISU, and which is going to be the first tuition-free boarding high school benefiting the underserved youth in Southern California. It's such a great cause. And, we also donate 10% of all of our profits to this amazing cause, and really look forward, to seeing the future leaders that are going to emerge from this really great organization.
Well, folks, you've stood around, you've got great information, but guess what? There's something more. There's the gift, because it's gift giving time. So Jesse and Steve, what's the gift you have for everyone listening today?
So what we're going to give you is the 5 ways coaches kill their own sales. And, you get the goosebumps, your adrenaline's pumping, you can feel it. You got the perfect client, and then it's gone. And, you've lost them and you don't know why. And so there's 5 things that we're going to share with you that most coaches either consciously or subconsciously do that kill every sale, regardless of how ideal you are to be their coach.
Well, I want to thank you for listening today, for being here. I want to reach out because I want to share the love and give you a virtual pat on the back and a hug. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for taking another step forward towards your first million and impacting more people with your coaching and consulting. I'd love to help you every step of the way. And you can learn more about our VIP private coaching, our masterminds, and the First Million Academy Accelerator Program by going to ConsciousMillionaireShow.com. I look forward to connecting with you on the next Conscious Millionaire. And Jesse and Steve, thank you so much for being my featured guest today.
Thanks again, JV. Really appreciate it.
This is JV Crum III with a quick question. Are you a coach or consultant who wants to get more clients and put more money in your pocket? Well, then great, because I've created a fun challenge designed to reveal to you exactly how to reach 6 or 7 figures over the next 12 months. It's the 3-day challenge for coaches and consultants. Now, if you're tired of feeling stuck or frustrated, overwhelmed by not growing fast enough, getting the right high-paying clients, and putting more money in your pocket, then as a listener to my show, I'm holding a free spot open just for you. However, this is a limited time offer, so act now to join other coaches and consultants for the online 3-day challenge. Get the exact steps you need to put more money in your pocket. Go to ConsciousMillionaire.com/3 3-day challenge. Again, that's consciousmillionaire.com/3-day challenge. That's consciousmillionaire.com/3-day challenge to sign up now.
Thanks for listening to Conscious Millionaire, the show for entrepreneurs and coaches who want to increase profits and make a positive impact. The host, producer, owner of the show, and broadcast medias make no claims that the strategies and information discussed on the show will result in profits and may result in losses. The opinions and advice from guests do not necessarily represent those of the owner, staff, management, or broadcasters of the show. No legal, accounting, or financial advice is made in this show. You are advised to seek counsel on matters related to your business, financial investments, or other legal matters from licensed advisors.